Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. I got a couple of the guys coming up here from work today. Gonna get a couple of things done around the house. What do you think, Nell? One of the things we're going to be working on today is the floors in this house are not real level. They kind of slope down to the right-hand side right there. Because originally this house did not have a stairway that came from this main floor down there. It was from the outside, and when they cut this opening in, they did not do it right. So I need to put a beam in and jack this up. Just over time the house has settled in the center some, so we want to get that lifted up a little bit, and there's some stuff I would like to get done outside. If we have time, I want to start getting that thing taken apart because that thing is such an eyesore. There's some railroad ties right down there in the grass. It'd be much easier to move around if there's more than just me up here to do it. And like I talked about in a previous video, that the white barn back there, a couple of those trusses are kind of sagging down. I'd like to get that up. And those two white things there for chickens, I want to get that moved. And what I have here, a couple of 9.5-inch micro lambs or LVLs. I'm going to run them just to the left of the chimney that you see there and have it come across here, because I mean they've got this thing in here, which I don't know what, everything was kind of added in as time went on. We've got the main log beams that go across here, and then they just added a few things in as things started to sag. Make that flush on that side. There's something. Does it?
I'm not sure if there's a seal or something in there.
I thought for sure that might work. This is already.
It's probably at least a quarter-inch there. That had a big gap.
Okay, let's go up till this is tight. Keep going. I mean, that has to go up too. Okay, tap this up. Back up on that side. We'll see if we can get it up enough to get a 3/4 in there. Okay. We might not be able to get it all at once, but that's our goal eventually. Maybe we should just put an adjustable.
Level marks match. It still wouldn't. That wouldn't necessarily help make the floor upstairs level.
No, yeah, not when there's a log going across like that.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got everything jacked up that we could. There are places I might want to go up a little bit more, but I really think that this is going to be fine. It really did help a lot of the stuff up upstairs. The couple of little rooms that seemed slanted don't seem like that anymore at all. I would have liked to get it up a little bit more right next to this chimney area that's going up, but you've got 2 stories of house around that thing, and then once you get up on top of the roof, it goes through the trusses and everything, and then the flashing and the shingles are all right into it. So it was just pretty much too much to move. I got it to go up some, but I wasn't going to push it too hard. So that's the only place that I would have liked to have gone up just a little bit more. Eventually, right on the end of that beam there, I will cut out the concrete and get a real footing in there, and then put a permanent post. But right now, if I were to dig down, it would just basically hit water. Actually, once I started pushing down, you get pressure on that concrete, and the cracks got wetter than they were yesterday. The guys just left a little bit ago, and now I'm going to try to drill a hole through the concrete wall. I've been trying to get a water faucet out there. I thought I would just go through the rim joist like you do on normal houses. This one here, they've got a rim joist on the inside of the wall, a rim joist on the outside of the wall, and then they poured it concrete all the way up to underneath the subfloor. So I tried to drill through it with a wood bit, got in a little ways, and that bit was done. So I had to go buy an inch concrete bit, and now I'm going to go out there and see if I can't drill a hole through this cement wall. Right there is where I tried to drill the hole and ended up just hitting concrete, so I'm just going to go down below and just go right through the wall. Earlier today it was calm with no wind. We had rain today, sleet today, snow today, and even some ice pellets that came down. And we got those clouds coming, so I have no idea what that's going to be. Looks like it'll work, but I'm going to be here a while. That's a 12-inch thick wall, so I'll see you in a little while. Well, that should work perfect. Comes in right there. Cold water line is right there. Even though that is a frost-free faucet deal there, I'm still going to want to have an inside shutoff, because in Minnesota you just need to shut your stuff off when wintertime comes and let it drain out there. And I'm going to need a connector here. I believe this is the one. It has the rubber gasket in it. I'm going to need 2 elbows and a T. There's the T I need. One elbow. I have another bag here that's not open, and I might have a single in here yet. Eventually, I want to switch these plumbing lines out. There's maybe, at the most, 200 feet of plumbing pipe in here for water. That's hot and cold. And, you know, simple house, 2 bathrooms, you've got your kitchen sink, and then any faucet that's outside. But with this house, I have a 1-inch supply coming in here. And then they switch it down to 3/4, which is just fine. But then it comes up here, goes into the filter system, and then they drop everything down to a 1/2 inch for the whole entire rest of the house. So right now, if somebody's taking a shower, you don't want to flush the toilet or turn on the kitchen sink, because then the water pressure is going to go down and you're either going to get froze out or you're going to get, really hot water. And I just can't stand that. If they would have maintained the 3/4 inch all around the perimeter, up here, going all the way along, we would then have the water volume, and then when you have to branch off and go up to the sinks, drop down to a 1/2 inch so you get some water pressure. Right now there's just not enough volume. I don't know what's going on, but it sucks. That's what it does. We're also going to add a water softener because the water here is so stained from so much iron in the water. And I think when we do that, I might put in a whole new pressure tank and everything and just be done with it. Just start everything from scratch. It wouldn't take that much to do it. Run the new plumbing lines, and I think everything would be even pressured throughout the whole house. In one of these garages, I know I have some CPVC pipe somewhere. I don't think it's in this one though. I have everything I need, but it's almost 8 o'clock at night, and since I would have to shut the water down to hook that up, I'll wait till tomorrow, because if I screw something up, which I don't see how I could, but if I did screw something up and I had to keep the water shut down until somewhere opened so I could go get a part, Melissa has to take a shower in the morning for work, and she would not be very happy. I'll wait till she goes to work tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. The guys should be up here maybe a half hour. I'm going to have them work on that area right there today. I want to get those white things moved out of the way. That fencing down in front of the chicken coop. It's supposed to get windy this afternoon, so I think we'll start on that this morning. It's cold. It's about 25 degrees right now. It's supposed to get up to about 40, but it's supposed to get really windy this afternoon. Melissa just left for work. As soon as those guys get here, then get them started out there, and I can hook up that spigot so we have outside water. Shut off the water pump. Not that one. Not that one. That must be it. There we go. That's all hooked up. Let that dry for a little bit and I'll turn back on the water. Well, now that the water works and everything out there for outside, I've been down playing around with this. I actually had to go up to the hardware store and get a new connection for this sump pump. I'm going to put a second sump pump in because it really does concern me that this one goes off, you know, every 2 minutes, so a little bit less than that now. And so I want to make sure I get a second one. Somebody even mentioned this in comments, and I thought about this. This is my easiest route to go right now. I'm just going to go ahead and put this second sump pump in just a couple inches above the other sump pump, so if the other one were to go out, this one would kick in. Because this time of year, trying to dig a hole to put in a new sump basket, it just, all you're going to do is hit water. You're just going to be fighting it, so this should work pretty good. All of it is run now. I got that pipe going up here. And then here it's almost tight to the subfloor. And then I've got a slow angle going all the way down. And over here I decided to do it at a 45 because I can easy yank this out if I don't like it, but I can still get that window open if I want to. I just plugged in the new pump and I unplugged the old pump so I can see how high that water has to go. It should only have to go up a couple more inches. And that new pump is quite a bit bigger of a pump. I think it's a 3/4 horse. I'll have to look. The other one is only a 1/3 of a horse. I just turned the old one back on there for this next run. That new one is much quieter than the old one. Now I unplugged the old one and the new one I turned on. Except for cleaning a few things up down here, I'm going to call this job complete. Well, it's the next day. I don't have those guys up here today helping. I actually have them doing some work down in the cities. But I thought we'd take a look at this. Most of this, the fencing and stuff got taken down. Here though, we'll have to wait for a little bit because we were using like an ice chipper to go down, and I mean there's just so much. The ground is frozen. And that fencing is down there about 12 inches, so if I just wait another week, I'll be able to just pull it right out, where right now we were having to chip the dirt out. We got most of this taken down also, which was nice. This actually came down pretty easy. I just stacked the boards over there. I want to go through those boards. Some of them I want to keep. Some of these weathered boards I can remake into some kind of furniture. I'll just stack them in the workshop barn there, but I wanted to go through these myself. One of the things I'm doing today is jacking up the trusses in this workshop barn. I talked about that in the last video, how it was really sagged up on top, and it really surprises me how easy this goes up. So I'm definitely going to want to put some support underneath these two trusses that don't have any support, because it, you know, I mean, this one went up kind of hard, but it's picking up that corner of that wall and everything. But you can see if you look underneath these walls that were just sitting there, I've already raised it up that much. When I do that, you can hear the tin up on top cracking and popping, so I just go up like an inch and then I wait for a little bit and then I come back out and jack it up some more. But right now, if you look across that, it's getting pretty flat. And it was down quite a ways before. I can see that some of the tin has popped up there. I'll have to go up there and attach that back down. But yeah, it's a good thing it didn't collapse with all that snow. But once I get done here, we won't have to worry about that anymore. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. I think I'm going to end this video right now. I mean, I've got several projects that are ongoing here, and it's when do you end the video? I'll start a new one in the morning. I'll see you guys on the next video.